On the campus of Iowa Central Community College, this is Tritoncast.
Good morning, Tritons. Welcome to another edition of Tritoncast, your source for campus news, events, and everything Iowa Central. I'm Bill Wright.
And I'm Austin Thompson. Thanks for joining us. We've got a packed show today with stories that matter to you.
Whether you're watching from the cafeteria, the library, or between classes, we're here to keep you informed and connected.
Let's get started with today's top stories.
Last Tuesday was Election Day. For Iowa Central students and staff, one of the most prevalent items on the ballot was the renewal of the bond for the college. The bond passed with a 61.49% approval. The funds from this bond will go towards multiple projects over the next several years, including a new ag building and improved spaces for the HVAC and dental hygiene programs. Iowa Central President Jesse Ulrich is looking forward to these upcoming changes.
The Center for Ag Science, it'd be 2 years. We would see the effects of that in 2 years. Some of these things our current students may not see, but they would see little things along the way. You know, in example, we need to prepare the AST. So they would see the moving the Center for Sports Science, Center for Sports Performance. They would see us starting to do little things in the AST as we begin to prepare for the big things. Because number one, it takes time. Like, I'm always amazed for a new building, it's about a 2-year process before you even move dirt. You know, by the time you get the architects on board, by the time you do all of the planning, it's about 2 years out.
The government shutdown has forced SNAP benefits to stop. At Iowa Central, as long as you're a student, you can go to the food pantry. It is located in the AST right by the nurse's office. It's open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Students can get all sorts of food from milk, pasta, meat, and more. All you need to do is scan the QR code and put your name and your student ID, and then you are able to get food from the pantry.
The food pantry is available to all students at Iowa Central, either on or off campus, and they can come twice a week to the pantry, and they can have 5 items twice a week. So the supplies come largely from the Food Bank of Iowa. We have a partnership with them through our Iowa Central Foundation to order supplies, and they come twice a month, the first and the third Wednesday of each month. We also get donations from other community agencies or like local groups on campus. Sometimes we'll do a food drive and bring us food, or staff sometimes will bring donations for the pantry as well.
Now for an update to a story that we brought to you earlier this semester. The search is on for the next Iowa Central esports coach. The process starts this week, but despite this, matches are continuing as normal and the players are excited.
On Saturday, November 1st, the annual Hall of Fame banquet was held here on the Iowa Central campus. The event allows important alumni to gather together to celebrate their achievements. This year, the 2015 women's soccer team was inducted to the Hall of Fame for their incredible efforts during the season. The event is full of wonderful food provided by Best Western Catering and takes place in Iowa Central's very own Triton Cafe. Several student ambassadors helped the event, including the digital media department's very own Violet Hopkins.
After a month-long hiatus, the Iowa Central Triton Marching Band is back for another full week of rehearsal leading up to Saturday's game against Independence. The group is rehearsing musical selections unique to this week as the game will take place on the weekend of Veterans Day. As a tribute to veterans, this set will include the service songs of the U.S. Armed Forces. Despite a forecast of rain, the student musicians are excited to return to Dodger Stadium for the Triton's 4th home game of the regular season.
Basketball season is upon us, and there's no better time to come and watch. This Friday and Saturday night at Hodges Fieldhouse, both our men's and women's teams are playing host to Metropolitan Community College, Central Lakes for the women, and North Central Missouri, as well as Marshalltown for the men. This also marks the first home opener for new women's head coach, Graham McFall. Be sure to come down to Hodges Fieldhouse Friday and Saturday nights with games starting at 5 p.m. Friday and 4 p.m. Saturday. Good luck to both teams for the season, and go Tritons.
This Saturday, Fort Dodge will once again be the epicenter of junior college athletics as the NJCAA Cross Country National Championships return to Lakeside Golf Course. Known for its fast terrain and scenic layout, the course is set to welcome top runners from across the country. Student athletes will compete across multiple divisions with both men's and women's national titles on the line. We were able to get a word with Coach D. Brown. Here's what he had to say.
You know, our guys have been working really hard for, since August 1st, so they're ready. Myself, I'm spending most of my time getting the course ready, getting things ready for the 2,000 participants, so that's been a lot of time and energy, but, my goal is to make sure that this is like the greatest event that most of these athletes will ever participate in, so I just want them to have a great experience here.
Teams from coast to coast are expected to arrive, each hoping to end their season with a championship finish.
Osby Spearman caught up with the rugby player Lavon Ross to talk about why this next game means so much and how their last matchup with this team came down to the wire, and what it means to him as he gets ready to take the field one final time as a Triton.
How important is it for the team to end on a high note getting this win with your season not looking so great, ending record being 1-8? Not ideal, especially for ICC rugby team. So how important is it to end on a high note?
Yeah, it means a lot. Like you said, ICC rugby team has always been high competition. I mean, we still are, but the results haven't been what we expected them to be. So it means a lot to us to go out with a bang for real.
Iowa Central students enjoyed a fun night out at Fort 8 Theater on Monday, November 3rd. The event was part of the monthly college movie night, which takes place on the first Monday of each month. Students could watch a movie for just $1 with their student ID. The event ran from 6 to 10 p.m. and gave students a chance to relax and hang out with friends.
That wraps up this edition of Tritoncast. Thanks for spending part of your day with us.
Remember, you can catch all our stories and updates on campus screens and online.
Stay safe, stay connected, and as always,
Go Tritons!